Yes people, what is up? Welcome back to episode number 3 now of the Nottingham Forest career mode. I would like to say cooking with gas in terms of getting these videos going for you guys to see on the daily, but in terms of playing, well, I'm just going to have to leave you to watch the other 2 episodes, aren't I? Because you should know by now, but 3, 2, 1... it's not going the best. I'm going to show you the calendar right here. You can see only 1 win in the league and 1 win in the cup, as it is 3 successful, not successful, in succession defeats, apart from them 2 on the Saturdays. 2-0, 2-0, 3-2, which will give it a good going, but still could not beat Stoke. As today, we have Portsmouth, you can see, away in the Carabao, the next round after Wimbledon, which I don't know if to play or not. I think I actually am going to simulate this one today because we have Derby in the Derby after that, and it's away from home at Pride Park in administration now in real life. Commiserations to those fans. Pretty sure you Notts Forest fans watching this won't be commiserating, but yeah, we've got to play them as well before deadline day on the 31st, and if we get past that, which I think we should be able to today, we have Cardiff on the 11th at home at the City Ground. So, some interesting games today. Not going to get many done, of course, because we're still in the window, still needing players to sign, and still needing to do quite a bit. And I don't really know what else to show you before we go into this first game. It's talking about our last game at the side, not a very good one for us, as we're going to go into this Portsmouth game. Picked a captain. No, I haven't, but I don't care about picking a captain, thank you very much, as we are going to play the reserve side for this as well, and I've changed the reserve side up quite a little bit with Horvath in goal because he's our starting keeper in the league, but I might go back to Samba. I'm very undecided on that so far, as Jenkinson is our right back. Eli, Figueiredo and Lowe gets a second chance at left back with Sese Tutu, the winner of the last round on the left wing, with Garner and Cafu and Lolly in the midfield. Doing very, very well is Joe Lolly, one of our only standouts, with Brennan Johnson hopefully becoming one of those as well, as I might actually switch them around. Yes, that's better. Johnson can play on the right again, with Elgato making his debut up front, the Costa Rican who we signed from FC Twente at the end of last episode in our kind of little rebuild of our reserves, trying to get players in for the future, as hopefully we can build for the future by getting through into the next round of this cup. It'll only mean more money, and can we do it? We don't. We do not. We've actually been beaten by Portsmouth in the league below in the Carabao Cup, and we are out of this competition. It is Ryan Tunnicliffe who scores a first half goal. As I say, 2-2 getting booked. Marquise gets it to 2-0, where we should have been doing better, judging by the stats at the side. But Elgato does get a debut goal to take a little bit of pride, but still, that is not what I expected. And that's actually quite a terrible result going to this next game, as we are 18th in the league. I mean, there's 2 sides to this story, isn't there? I don't want to see the Conference League at all. There's 2 sides to it. Derby doing well, which I hate, and of course we're lower down in the league, when we should be pushing towards the top, in my opinion, with the squad we've got. But still, it's a lot better than in real life. It is a lot better. We've actually got points, well, 3 points on the board at once, as we're going to go into this game against Derby. Make some signings after it, I feel like, because we have got a lot of scout reports back. But this is the big one, 9th against 18th. We've got to win. I am still experimenting with the squad, even going into the Derby game, which is not the best of things, but these are the boys I'm going to try and trust to get the result. Bryce Samba is stepping back in. I mean, Horvath made a couple of good saves against Stoke, but still ultimately conceded 3 and then 2 to Pompey, as Drager is at right back, Worrell, McKenna and Lowe just over Bong, who's never fit at the moment, with Joe Lolly on the left still. Yates and Cleverly get the nod over Garner, Cafu, and there's another one, Colback, with Zinkernagel on the right, with Rogic just supporting. I've gone back to Tom Rogic, yes, and Lyle Taylor just over Elgato for his experience in this division, as Myton's on the bench. Brennan Johnson's now on the bench as well, and Cafu, Carvalho and Graban dropping in there, along with Garn, who is our lone man. So they will not be very happy, but I will be if we can pick up the points. And as you can see, updating us on the rivals right here. We're at Pride Park as well, which hopefully won't be stood with pride on themselves at the end of this game and this season in FIFA. I never wish administration on anyone, even the rivals, Scunthorpe in my case, as we're going to get to see their team soon. Yes, Tom Lawrence playing well, but hopefully we can just tear that apart. As you can see, they've got a rather pieced together team. Wayne Rooney's done all he can to try and get the boys in with the situation that they have, of course. So you can see Lyle Taylor on the end right there, welcoming their players onto their own pitch. They've got a tifo up in the back. I can't see who's on that tifo, but we're going to get to see their team right now. So stop showing us them fans, as Allsop is in the goal. Nathan Byrne, Richard Stearman, Curtis Davis and Craig Forsyth make up the back four, with Max Bird in front. Is he, yes, sitting? Yes, he is. With Knight, Jozwiak, Lawrence and Morrison are like the cam/wingers, with Kazim Richards preferred up front to... I can't remember the other one. I really can't. The oldest Baldock, that's it. Yeah, he's not playing in this one, so hopefully we can get the result in this very big game for both teams. They're doing well, but of course, this is a derby, and we need points. We desperately need points. As McKenna, straight away, starting strong, winning the ball right there for us as Ryan Yates now releasing our winger, Joe Lolly, who isn't fully fit still, but can't really help that at the moment. He's just not getting there because he's getting a bit older, of course, as Yates on to Lyle Taylor, who's got a bit of space, but tried to put it through to Zinkernagel. Just took one too much heavy touches right there in that area, so Ravel Morrison's going to run away. What can he do right there? He's going to have to pass it backwards to Forsyth, and I want to put the pressure on them. This is a derby, of course, like I've said like 3 times already. If you get in the faces, they'll make mistakes. That'll be the most intimidating side out of the both of them, as that ball's attempted over the top. Max Lowe doing his defensive duties this game, against, of course, his former club in Derby County. As we've got a run right here. Joe Lolly with the ball through to Lyle Taylor, and how are you overcooking that one? That could have been an absolutely glorious chance through the middle if it was timed correctly. Just off the ball once again, as they've got a run right here. Max Bird down the wing. He's done 2 of us right there, but Max Lowe does get the ball. No clearance, but surely a foul, as Ravel Morrison's going to carry on. Can't believe nothing wasn't given right there, as Jozwiak cuts away low, robs the ball, and now Joe Lolly to run down the wing. He's got a switch on, actually. Cut inside. Oh, Max Bird's robbing it. He's having a good game, is Maxi, as Kazim Richards. That's not a foul. If that one in the box wasn't a foul, that's not. He got a bit of the ball. I mean, he did take the man at the same time, but he got a bit of the ball with it. As it's even a yellow card. That is shocking, referee. Joe Worrell picks up a book, and as this free kick's from range, Lawrence can hit them though, as Samba just dives on it. Definitely want a good performance from him as well in this game, because of course he's not had the best of times recently. As Lyle Taylor now forward, Rogic, we've got a bit of a counter on from this free kick right now. Zinkernagel, can we find in the box Lyle Taylor, who gets his shot off? Allsop with the stop, and that is really frustrating. That could have been 1-0 to us. A great crossing from Felipe Zinkernagel, but still the score will remain 0-0. Oh my days. Trying to find the back of the net a little bit more right now. I see the intent. We scored 2 at Stoke, but still, I should not be warming this team up to goals. I should be warming them up to 3 points each and every week, as Bird puts the ball around Max Lowe as well, who's not quick enough. Jozwiak's on the end of this, pulls it back, shot in, Samba saves. Can we get there again? Drager with a block. How will we not get into second balls in our own box? That is concerning, as Ravel Morrison should have put them in front right there. 2 big chances for either side, 2 big saves, as Kamil Jozwiak with the ball again into Curtis Davis. His right side is now Lawrence, but Tom cleverly uses that experience to get a good tackle in, as now Rogic to run away with it. Can we get a winger? Yes, Joe Lolly, and Lyle Taylor was pointing to where he wanted it, but going to keep on just running it normally, and we've got to be in front of his men. It's almost half time now, and Knight has the ball. This is at Tom Lawrence again, as we're trying to rob it, and Drager does. Literally 4 minutes left to the break. It's been a bit like the Bournemouth game, where they've probably just edged it on possession, but we've both had the same amount of chances. But you know what happened at Bournemouth? We ended up ultimately getting beat, so I don't want that to happen again, as that was bouncing all over the place. Ball out, not a good one. Nathan Byrne to pick up on it straight away, and Jozwiak with the smart turn into Kazim Richards. It's Worrell with the block, but still they have the ball, as there we go. Max Lowe with it, and I think the whistle's going to be blown as it is. It is 0-0 in the derby at half-time. Would I take a point? Any other game, yes, but because it's a big rivalry, I want to say no. I want 3 points in this one, because it's anybody's game, but we've still got to keep fighting for it. And Ryan Yates for the block straight away, as they're playing it round the back to start off with. Let's try and start as we mean to go on, shall we? Maybe get something here. Zinkernagel down the line into Drager, as that's a decent ball. Lyle Taylor should have been in the right zone for that right there, but he's not making the moves I want him to make, as now Ravel Morrison's to run away. Drager with another tackle. He's been decent as this right back. I did not expect anything from him. I thought he was going to be replaced at the start. Of course, I said I was looking for a right back, but he's just being quality. Definitely can't say that for the rest of the defences. Here we go, they've got business to do. Kazim Richards as Joe Worrell. And the booking makes a good time tackle. And Brennan Johnson will come on the wing right now. He scored in the derby in real life. So he's going to come on for Joe Lolly, who just is always pretty tired. As Shinny comes on for them. Header away at the front post, or Samba with the catch, either way. He's going to try and get ourselves released straight away on a counter-attack. Right, Yates into Brennan Johnson as he's going to run down the line. Pass inside. Good bounce, but Taylor again not on his toes. There's a free kick's being given right here against Tom Cleverley as well. It's another booking. How are we getting all these yellow cards? I will never know, because advantages are like 10 minutes long in this FIFA, something I have realised as, oh dear, we've given it away in a dangerous position, and Kazim Richards puts Derby 1-0 in front in the derby. How are we letting them stay onside? How? How are we doing this bad? It's a chest away, it's not cleared, it's a pass through, and Joe Worrell, the captain, has to lead by example, but he's just not doing that in this save, and Samba, I think, should have got hands to that. We now find ourselves 1-0 down in the game. You just can't be behind in. The big one, as now it's into Tom Cleverley straight away, who's going to try and run it a little bit. Pass around the corner into Lyle Taylor. Out wide, and that's a terrible one. Tom Lawrence to pick up on it straight away. What are we doing, boys? We look in disarray. We look absolutely shattered already when our team's just waltzing around the pitch there, running at us, as Kazim Richards has just bullied Joe Worrell all game. It's been terrible from our team. It's in the middle again. It's a shot, and it's a miss from Morrison. We're not marking as men. It's terrible footballers. Ryan Yates try and get us on the right foot right here. Tom Cleverley with a smart turn. He's only just keeping hold of the ball as that almost went to them in front of us. My days, we're doing bad as Cleverley can't fit one through to Bielik. It's blocked straight away. Jozwiak onto Kazim Richards again, as we need to go attacking. We need to get a goal. Alex Maiton's come on for Zinkernagel. Yes, I know he's lower rated, but he's quicker, so hopefully we can just run at them a little bit more down the wings, as Kazim Richards into Bielik, who've got a chance through the middle. Cleverley's got to be careful on a yellow card, as Graham Shinny now through the middle, shot off and wide, as Alex Maiton on it right here as well, with 10 minutes of this fixture left. Tom Rogic with a ball out wide into Johnson. What can Johnson try and do right here? He's going to try and cut back inside. Ball into Yates. We've got Rogic waiting at the edge of the box, and he hasn't really had shots yet. And bloody can't get one off. What is that, Tom Rogic? I bought him with faith that he's learned from his Celtic days and going to be a really promising player for us, but just not lived up to that expectation. As Bielik onto Jozwiak, we're just chasing bodies as well. We're chasing everything. We're not doing anything ourselves. We're not putting effort in. We just look lackadaisical, like I've said before. However, Rogic gets the ball right here. He's actually found a player as well in Lyle Taylor, as Maiton's running down the wing. And go on, Maiton. Go on, youngster. Can he get something right here? He cuts back. Taylor didn't really have an option in the middle right there for him to receive the ball, as now Yates into Taylor. Try and get a shot off, as it's always blocked. And this is just terrible. It's Johnson again. Lyle Taylor. Right side of your man. Get right side, should I even say. I can't even say it right, but he can't even do it right. He can't get right side of his man. He cannot get to where he should receive the ball, as we have lost in the derby to Derby. Now it's panic stations. We literally have no games before the deadline day. We must sign at least 1 or 2 players, because that game right there was absolutely shambolic. And I think it is a striker that's needed. It is a striker that's needed as Worrell. What are you complaining about, mate? Discontent in the dressing room. Mate, you are having the worst of seasons to start off with. I hate to say it as well for a player that I actually really do rate, but he's not doing well. So I'm going to have a look how much other teams have spent. Like, Blackburn, 4 million. No one's spent that much. Watch us be like the highest spenders as 1.2, 3.3, 6.4 million. We've spent the most in the Championship. And what have we got for it? Absolutely nothing. Will that stop us spending though? Probably not, as I'm still waiting on scout reports back as well, but we're going to continue simulating right here as Braga wants Scott McKenna. That's going to be a rejection. I mean, he hasn't had the best of starts of seasons because, of course, the defence, I wouldn't say are all to blame, but not doing very well at the beginning. So I am going to reject it still, but I won't be surprised if one came in January and maybe it swayed me a little bit, but keep on simulating right here. So I've got one player in mind that I would like to sign. Just the one. As here he is. Jonas Wind. He is a striker, a very tall one as well, would come in to be our crucial striker I think as well, from FC Copenhagen, 22-year-old, so not very young like Elgato. He's actually in, well I won't say he's prime, but he's in that middle stage where he can be in the first team because he's not that young and that low rated, so he's in development, he's in progression, as he's not near his prime, but he's definitely past his earlier years, so he should come into the team straight away, into the first team I'm thinking, maybe on the bench to start off with, but he will cost us quite a bit, as they hold him in high regard. That's a tongue twister, which I don't blame them for doing so. So, I'm going to offer his evaluation to start off with, 4.2, it is late on the window, so I don't want them walking away, as I come back with 5.2 and 20%, which just won't happen. 5.5. It's going to be a lot of money to spend on this guy if we must. A 6.6 is their counter offer. Can we agree on 6 million? It's a lot for a championship club. Will they agree on it? 6.6 is what they are standing on. 6.25. Come on. I mean, it is a weird fee, but 6.25. Do us a favour, please. 6.6. We'll just have to accept it. I need a striker in the club at the moment, and this guy will do. And whilst I'm signing this contract, I would like to say all your suggestions are being looked at right now. I'm having to record these on EA Access, bunch together these videos, so I don't get to see all of them at different times. I see all the suggestions together. I've recorded 3 yesterday, 3 today, or not 3, 2 yesterday, and 3 today. So it is weird how I'm recording them, but I need to get most of out of my hours, and of course, scouting loads of players is taking my hours down on this trial, so it's hard to get every single player scouted. I will when the full game comes out, as we're going to offer 3 years on the contract. Disregard that, and the wage he wants is insanity. I mean, we're going to have to lower that, aren't we? 25. They can have that goal bonus if he gets it, because we need to score goals, as he still wants 28 a week. What is he playing at? We'll offer 300, which is a lot as a signing on bonus. And then we'll just go back down to 25. I cannot be offering players that much, as it is accepted. And Jonas Wind, or Jonas Wind, I don't know how it's pronounced, the Danish striker, like Lars Bender a couple of seasons ago, will join Nottingham Forest. Is he the missing piece of the puzzle? Is he? I don't know, as at least we've got a full squad together right now. We didn't have many players before. And Elgato, sorry mate, you played well in the cup, but instantly replaced, as Taylor and Wind I'm going to compare. It looks like Wind has the upper hand. Better shooting, better passing, better dribbling. And he's a physical, tall striker, is Jonas Wind. So I do want to use him off the bench to get them headers in. He's like the young Wout Weghorst. So we're going to simulate down, of course, till the end of the window right here and see if we get any more bids in, which it doesn't look like we're going to get. And that suits me to the ground, of course, keeping all of our players. Although we did get a bid in for Getae Mbong from Inter Miami, excuse me. My voice just completely went there. And he's on a high wage, is Getae Mbong. He's on a high wage. But I'm not going to lose him just yet. Maybe January, I think. But I can't go into the season with one left back. And get one in, of course, in January I will do. As I haven't forgot about youth as well, guys. I literally just haven't got any good ones through the door just yet, which is a shame. But to be fair, would I like to play youth in the situation we're in? Not really. We need to play our strongest team to get points on the board, even though our strongest team is not doing the best at the moment, as we're going to keep on going up to this Cardiff game. We're going to play Cardiff. These are in 4th position in the league, doing very, very well. Then it's Middlesbrough. I might actually play Middlesbrough as well, depending on the time, as we will, yes, of course, go into this one. And the team, do we make change? I think I'm going to go for it. Screw it. Screw what I said about him coming off the bench. I'm going to start Jonas Wind. It's a new start. He is fully fit. He's happy. He's been training with us in that little break up to this game, and he might have played internationally. I don't know. As Samba is in the goal, Drager, Worrell, McKenna and Lowe are very, very lucky that they're still in the defence. With Zinkernagel, Cleverly, Yates and Lolly. I've got to say, Ryan Yates, despite our form, is impressing me as well. With Rogic just in camp, and then Jonas Wind up front, hoping to get our first 3 in-game points against a very high-flying Cardiff side. And let's have a look at this Cardiff team, as Alex Smithies is in goal, Perry and G, seen him against Grimsby, very good. Mark McGuinness, Aidan Flint, Curtis Nelson at the back. Is it 4? No, it's 5. With Volks sitting at left wing back, Rolls and Harris in the midfield, Bakuna, Kiefer Moore and Giles on the wing. Very, very decent team. Very, very good striker who's, again, like we've just signed Jonas Wind, a tall and very threatening striker in the air. So hopefully Wind can prove he's got the aerial battles against a very good veteran. Not going to gamble on it, of course, though, as cleverly starting off with the ball. Thought he'd lost it, then now we're going to go mental. As Wind with his first touches right here, at least he's kept it. So much for Lyle Taylor doing that, because he never could. As Joe Lolly now fully fit on the wing after a little break, as he gives it out too low right here coming forward. He cuts back into Yates. Ball onto Cleverly. Ball around the corner as well onto Zinkenagel, who lets fire but blocks straight away, because every defender's just straight on you, especially with 5 at the back, as we're starting off promising. Look at this, the pressure we're putting on as Wind gives it to Zinkenagel again. Zinkenagel can't get his pass off though, and I think it's Wilvorks. Saying all my W's as V's at the moment because I've got a Danish player in, as they've got an attack. Giles tackled immediately from Worrell. That was good as Wind picks up on it straight away, and Zinkenagel, get on your bike, mate. Just push it in the middle right now though, and can't even keep it. All I want to do in this game though is just not concede first, because that's how we've been losing usually, as Kiefer Moore's caught in the offside trap, which definitely wasn't purposely made. At least they've called one thing offside in this blooming career, as Yates, again, very good at coming forward in the midfield, and I don't expect that from a defensive one. As Cleverly with a great smart ball over the top, and Lolly can't even flick it on for the man down the wing. However, gets the ball right here. Pass back into Wind, into Cleverly right now, and Rogic, can he find a man out on the wing? No, it's just them blocking everything. Giles with the ball back into Joe Rolls right here, as Volks picks up on it, and oh, a heavy touch. If Wind was closer to him then, he might got it, as they're playing backwards a lot. Actually fizz it down the line to no one though, as Cardiff look panicked here in Nottingham, as Drager wins it from, of course, our throw-in in the middle to Cleverly. Now onto Rogic, onto Jonas right here, and Jonas is going to get it out wide. Can he get in the middle? Zinkenagel had an opportunity to cross right there, but no one in the box. He's got good footwork. Crosses now, but Volks with the block, as I'm going to try and control the big man from this corner. Haven't done anything from a corner ball just yet in this save, as it's gone just in front of the goal. And a lot of time in their final third, but still nothing to show for it, as now it's their turn. Just don't let them do anything as they look for just a teasing ball through to Moore. At least they haven't got a strike with a lot of pace, which I've come up against quite a bit recently. As now Tom Cleverly to run right here. Can he get a ball off somewhere? We're just going to have to pass it in the middle to Wind, who's got the run in front of him. And I don't know who this is, but he can't get there first. It's overcooked. Of course it's overcooked. It was Tom Rogic making a good run from Cam, as he needs to try and make more of them. He's not done that great for us usually, as that's a terrible ball from them as well. Just not really got to us, but McGuinness can't get there as well, as Joe Lolly's gone around the outside. Put the ball into the box at the front post, over everyone. And Rogic has got to gamble at the back post for that. He really needed to. As now Drager to run it forward. We're doing very well at pushing right here, as Wind has it in the middle, tries to get a shot off. And tackled by McGuinness. Oh my days. A good bright start to the end of the first half, but still no goal. As yes, you guessed it, 0-0 at the break. And I'm not frustrated with the shots we're missing really, it's just the shots that are always getting bloody interfered with and deflected, which we need to try and do better with, as that's a good move from Cardiff. I'm going to try and start the second half off the better, as they win a corner ball immediately. Let's mark up. These, to be fair, have started the season very brightly in 4th, so losing to these isn't the worst thing, but of course we know we can beat them with the way the game's gone on, as Flint has it in the box. It's to McGuinness, the centre-back. Not a good ball in, as Cleverly needed to bloody clear that, but we have got the ball onto Joe Lolly right here, onto, I don't know who, but Harris gets there first. Kiefer Moore up front, trying to get an angle. We just have to prevent him from doing so, though, as it's good pressure from McKenna and a great interception in the end, as Joe Lolly with a switch straight onto Zinkenagel, blasted forward to Wind, who needs support. We give in no support to our striker, as that's another thing, we seem to be so slow at breaking out from the defence once we've had to do defending, as it's telling me to take Wind off. No way, you should have a second Wind if you get the pun, as now low with a pass on to Worrell. I'm going to try and go right as well, because Zinkenagel's our promising player. Can we get him more involved amongst the goals? He's already scored at Stoke. Hopefully he can do it again, but Rogic is just not woken up in a Nottingham Forest shirt this season. And Drager with a throw-in backwards right here into Tom Cleverly, as he puts the ball into Rogic in the middle. Now onto Jonas Wind, onto Cleverly, as Cleverly gets one out wide. Here we go, this is an attack. Zinkenagel, cross in, Wind was almost there, puts pressure on the keeper at the second time of asking. But no, just can't get there. The crossing is our kind of game, to be fair, but it's just not working, but it's working better than everything else, if that makes sense. Has this game not been an eventful one as well, like the Derby one, but at least we've gotten a point as it stands out of this one, which is a big plus. Zinkernagel with a pass across to Rogic. It's just, I want to take all 3 points. I want to try and put us up the league a little bit more, as they've got a run right here. 10 minutes to go. Don't let them as Giles. Yes, Joe Worrell. Big tackle. And it's going to be a triple substitution from us in the last 10 minutes. They make one with Tomlin. But it's Wind eventually coming off. Rogic and Lolly for, of course, Lyle Taylor, Myton and Brennan Johnson, the backup brigade. So hopefully they can play well. It should be a big second wind, even though he's not on the field, as Alex Myton, put that over the top for Lyle Taylor. Let's start, as we mean to go on with the new players on the team. It's Taylor, it's Flint who gets there. Why can't we get a shot off? As that actually seemed like a chance, and they've put a ball straight through. Kiefer Moore. Samba with a big save. As that could have been game over immediately. We've got to make sure we still defend, boys, as it's just weaved past us again, and Rawls had to be tackled from Worrell. Oh my dear, I thought we'd lost it. I thought we'd lost it late on, but Samba with an excellent stop as Tomlin almost on the end of that one. It bounces to Joe Rawls, it's in the middle to Pecunia as Nelson, yes, Yates, good interception as Brennan Johnson almost released, bad tackle, but still we continue on. I think we're fighting for a clean sheet right now for Samba's sake, as that's a free kick, and it's just from running into him. It's not a foul that I've purposely made, as Cassie and Richard scored from this chance in the last game. Don't let them do it again, as Moore just puts it wide, and that's actually the end of the game. That's actually the end of the game. Oh my days, imagine if we would have lost it. I would have not been very happy, but it is a 0-0 draw, and our first actual point we've got in game. So we must build from that, I feel like, as it's taken us lower in the league, but we've got a 6-pointer up next. We play Middlesbrough, who aren't doing that well under Warnock. As you can see, Zinkernagel's gone up a rating as well. Got to make the most of these high-rated players, because they'll want to leave if we're in this position. As it is another quick turnaround game as well, but we're going to go straight into... yeah, we're going to get it played. We've got time on the EA access to do so, as Fabrizio Fagano's talking about potential jobs I don't care about. As do we go with this team again? I kind of think we do, as Samba, Drager, Worrell, McKenna, Lowe, Lolly, Yates, Cleverly, Zinkernagel, Rogic and Wind. If you want me to walk through it again, there we go. As it's Middlesbrough at the City Ground. And let's have a look at this Middlesbrough team, shall we? It's Stojanovic in goal, Anferi, Dijksteel, Darnell Fisher, Dale Fry and Robinson, with Hernandez, Pereiro, House and McNair. And Sammy Abiobi, I'm sure he was at Forest last season, with Sporar up front. Never heard of him as well. But yeah, I think they've got one of our good ex-players in that team, so it's a bit bittersweet if we beat them. But of course, got to make sure we try and do that, as Fisher straight away on it onto Dijksteel as he tries to run around us right there. Not successful. In the middle now to Scott McKenna as it's round the corner into Cleverly as well. Let's get forward. Cleverly onto Ryan Yates. We've got that run at the side of us. We've got a run in the middle though from Wind, as Wind's got it. He's got a gap, but he's got a shabba touch. Yeah, I don't know why I said shabba in that situation, but it really did annoy me right there. He was through if he took it right as Zinkernagel. This is a good start though. Rogic, there's gaps in the Middlesbrough defence as Zinkernagel. Oh, what a save, Stojanovic. It's a brilliant one from the Borough keeper to keep us out. One of the best shots we've had in a while as Zinkernagel crosses it in into Wind, who gets his head on it. Second balls we've got to win as Cleverly keep that in. Onto Yates. Have we got anyone who can shoot from range? Definitely not Worrell as he loses the ball. And Tom Rogic on it again as Rogic running at them right here. That's a terrible back heel, but Zinkernagel on it, round the corner. Drager, can he cross? It's over Wind just by a little bit, but I've got to say, this is one of the best stats we've had to a game so far. We're actually doing well against this Borough team. We're just going to make sure we actually get 3 points this time, not 1, because of course we did well against Cardiff High Flyers, so I think we can do better against Borough, who haven't started good, but still got to keep concentration. As here he is, Amiobi. Love to see you, mate, but want to beat you. Zinkernagel with a header away onto Tom Rogic. This is where we run as Wind. Just get going, mate. If you get running, I can put that ball through to you on a plate. As now Robinson going backwards. Rogic keeping the pressure on, as I don't know where he's going. Rogic actually gets a tackle on as well. That's good work from the Australian. In the middle, onto Wind. Now onto Cleverly. Out wide again. Wind making the run in behind. Zinkenegel with a cross. Not a good one, but there's a ball in the middle right there. Cleverly on the move, and it's another save from Stevanovic. It's a very, very bright start. So we're going to get the corner whipped in straight away. Worrell with the header off the line this time. As oh my days, how is it not 1-0 already? A lot of chances at the start of this game as Drager keeps it. It's on to Ryan Yates just spinning on the ball, and he's made a mistake right there, but we've made a big mistake by not taking the lead. As Zinkenegel makes a tackle right here as well. Rogic on the ball. What a half an hour of football this has been without a goal as Zinkenegel on it again. Wind in front. Rogic making a run behind. Wind put that around the corner. Is Rogic onside? That's the question. I don't know. But he scored the goal and it does count. Tom Rogic opens his account in Forest colours. And we have a home goal in the league. What a feeling after all those shots that the keeper just kept out. What a way to open the account. Look at that across the net. Stevanovic will be furious with himself right there. But do I care? Not at all. It's 1-0 to us. As we just want to go out and get more now. A Spara on the ball right there. Into Hernandez. Don't do this to me. It's Patero on the ball in the middle and Samba. I thought it had happened. I thought they got the instant equaliser, but a great save from Bryce right there as Amiobi's going to whip in the ball. Not from a corner as well as Samba. That's a dodgy punch. That's a very dodgy punch. Howson on the header. He just can't get under it though as Pereiro out to Sammy Amiobi as we just panicking to get rid of this at the end of the first half. Come on, clean sheet at the break. Hernandez in the middle. It's Sporar in the middle. Drager with a good tackle, but still, why is none of us players picking up on that? It's Hernandez the Cuban as it's round the corner now into Paddy McNair as he's looking for an angle. McNair's got around us as well. Drags it back into Sporar. Get rid of that Yates as it's not gone to one of our players. It's Sammy Amiobi. It's Cleverly and there we go. It's on one of our boys. And it is half-time. 1-0 at the break. Not 0-0, not behind, but in the lead. And I'm panicking more now than ever. We need to keep this. The result is now Hernandez straight away on the ball. Ball down the line and Samba with a save. How have they got a shot off on that angle? How are they onside? And how have we not got a defender over to that? But you can see Middlesbrough have had a really bit of hairdryer treatment, I'm guessing, from Wheel Nornock? What was I going to say? Neil Warnock right there as Fry reads that down the line. Just got to keep hold as it's McNair as well. On to Sporar in the middle to Pereiro. Ball out wide. It's Hernandez. It's Pereiro. It's Worrell. I mean, since we scored, we've been the worst we've ever been. Look at the chances we're conceding right now. And the ball possession in the box is in the middle. And Sporar scores. And we instantly remove our lead that we had taken. It's their striker with the goal. And it's back to all square. Terrible, terrible marking. Look at this. Why are we all... Joe Worrell, man. The number 4... I know he's the captain, but I think he's going to have to come out of the team. I'm not going to scream and shout. I think he has to come out. I rhymed that, and I didn't even mean it to, but that just makes sense. It makes sense how it rhymed, and he just isn't doing well as now Joe Lolly with a pass over to Ryan Yates. As Ryan Yates looking to get us on the attack straight away. We need that goal again. We worked so hard to get it with Rogic, but we need it again as actually Lolly's made inroads right here. Crossing the box, but straight to the keeper. As they're on an attack right here as well. It's Sammy Amiobi. Cut straight inside of Max Lowe like he's not there, but he does get the interception second time round. And here we go. Joe Lolly. Over the top onto Jonas Vind. Can Vind try and get a ball out wide right here? He can't. He's blocked. And it's straight to them as he's come from an offside position. I'm going to take Wind off. He's definitely not been involved at all in this game. So Lyle Taylor getting more moments under his belt. I'm sorry, Graban, but he's not making his way onto the bench just yet. He's Graban has, he scored more than Taylor as well. As we've got a ball through the middle right there. Rogic. And how did he mess up that pass? But Rogic, get on it! Oh, no! Almost robbed it off them as the pressure from Max Lowe. Why? Why would you do that in that scenario, Max Lowe? He's come out to try and get it. McKenna has to deal. Get that out, Samba. Get that chipped over the top because what a terrible decision from the left back trying to win a header in midfield as they're still coming at us as well. And the straight round us again. Where is Max Lowe? I have no idea. McKenna with another block. He's been our best defender this season. Apart from him and Drager, of course. There's now Joe Lolly with a switch to the other side onto Zinkenegel. That's a good ball as well as he's going to try and run forward. Lyle Taylor making the move around the back. Lyle Taylor gets there first, and it's hit the body of the defender. It's a good save. We haven't won the second header and not won the bounce as well. Still 1-1. And now it's Hernandez running at us as well here with pace as Worrell doesn't get his tackle in. It's blasted in. It's blasted at Samba, and it's a good save to keep us at level, as we've not got long in this game left as well. Don't know what other subs to make though, as Joe Lolly. The inroads aren't working, and oh, it is for them though. Bamba save. Save as Cafu's going to come on. I'm going to put a defensive player on. I'm going to try and put Cleverly in Cam and Cafu on for Rogic, the goal scorer, getting a rest because I definitely want to play him in the next game. And we are in a compact part of the season as Sammy Amiobi goes round us, gets a shot off and Worrell with a block. Pressure from the visitors at the end of this game as it's going to be Amiobi again. Not a header, not like this as Johnson gets there first off the bench, only as far as Darnell Fisher. In the middle to Pereiro, it's good passing, don't let it happen. How is Hernandez onside again? Why is the linesman just not picking up on this game at all, as Cleverly does get it to Cafu right here though, and Cafu can't even make a sideways pass to Lyle Taylor. Now that is him proving he is not worthy to be in my Forest team, as Pereiro with a pass to the side as well, looking to go through the middle, blocked again. Worrell forward onto Cafu, and that's the final whistle. It's a 1-1 draw in the rain, and it's another point on the board, but that one should have definitely been 3. Very disappointed. Very disappointed with that one, as, you know what, I'm in the mood for another game, you know. Huddersfield, that's 22nd place though, so that might actually be a 6-pointer, so I might save it for next episode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I might save it. I might save it. Actually, no. Screw it. I'm going to play it. I can't make my mind up. I'm not going to play it in-game, of course, but I'm going to simulate it, as it's going to be the same team again. After this, we go back to a couple of weekly games, not 2 a week, as it's going to be a quick simulation against the 5 at the back. Can we get a result right here, please? As we get a 4-1 win. Why can't we do this in-game? It is it's Zinkenegger with the first goal, Joe Lolly with our second to make it 2-0, Joe Bryan makes it 2-1, Cleverly 3-1, and Wind gets his first goal for the club, as it is a 4-0 victory away at the Hercules. That will fire us up the league, won't it? Great result, well, with the position we're in as 8 games, 8 points. Not good, but not as bad as it could have been, because the form going into this episode was terrible. Losing the derby at the start, horrific, as I think that's it for now, guys, as well. Thank you guys for watching this episode number 3. If you haven't from the first and second episode, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, and turn the notification bell on as well. I've done it in a different order this time, as I will see you all in the next one. Take care for now, as that's been it from me. In a bit, and peace.